"I don't have time" is one of the most common and most dangerous lines that can hold a person back from achieving their highest potential. And yes, there are people who say "I don't have time" as an excuse. But for some people, it's really true that they don't have time. Like when you're already busy with your job, plus you've got to make sure the kids are doing well in school or at least they don't eat their toys, then you're making sure you're on budget, then you're also trying to start a business on the side, then you've got your catch up with friends, otherwise you'll feel lonely, then the latest movies, otherwise you'll feel out of the loop. Then there's PTA meetings, and then the toilet is leaking and needs to be fixed, and you've got to go to the grocery store, then you've got to buy a gift for your inaanak's birthday. Oh my God, when will it end? 24 hours isn't really enough. And that's the reality for many people. But if we accept that we have no time, if we just keep on doing what's urgent and leave out what's important and meaningful, if we keep focusing our efforts on just surviving the short term and not build anything substantial over the long term, then you may wake up one day realizing that the life you have and have made for yourself is so far from what you really wanted to accomplish. That's why in this episode, you'll learn how to create time. And to do this, all you have to remember is the word easy. E stands for eliminate. The number one reason why most people don't have time is because they have said yes to too many things, regardless of whether it was important or meaningful towards their life's goals. So, as a challenge right now, take a look at your weekly calendar and commitments and ask yourself, is there anything here that has become irrelevant or meaningless to my long-term goals? If you spot one, then remove it, cancel that meeting, or find a way to exit that commitment. And to inspire you here, I'll share with you one of our clients' story, Lorenzo. He's an OFW in Canada, he's a father of 2 children, he works hard at his job, while on the side, he's running his own businesses. And one of his businesses he's been working on with 4 other partners, also in Canada, over the last 5 years. Now, the business has been on and off, it was profitable several years ago, however today it's just breaking even and offers no financial incentive to him. Now, another business he's starting is an online business. And the reason why that's important to him is because it would be his early retirement plan. But he has been making very slow progress on this one because he says he has no time. So I asked him, what's the future you're working towards? What does it look like? What would your businesses look like? And as he visualized his future, he realized that his older business had no place in the future he wanted, simply because their business was a physical shop in Canada, and he wanted to move back in the Philippines. So yes, he has commitments to his partners there, but it was taking a lot of his time and this mental energy, and it became clear to him that he had to exit the business. So, again, is there anything in your life right now that has no place when you envision your future and your best self? If there are, then it's time to stop doing those things. The next 2 letters in easy are A and S, which stands for automate and simplify. After you've eliminated everything that's not important to your agenda, you may find yourself having tasks that have to be done every day or every week, but you know they won't matter in the long run. Things like the grocery or watering the plants or cleaning. Heck, it could even be some of the weekly meetings at work. So, the questions here are, with your recurring tasks and projects, number 1, are there ways to shorten the steps and make it easier and faster? 2, is there a way to do this automatically? 3, can it be delegated to someone else? One example I have for here is when my wife and I first moved out of our parents' places and lived on our own. I was the one in charge of cooking dinners, and every single week, thinking about what to cook and what to buy every single week was a hassle until I came across a meal planning service where every single week they can send you a meal plan from Monday to Friday. It already had the recipe per day, a summarized grocery list. It even had a guide on what items you could prepare ahead of time. And that tool alone saved me 1 to 2 hours each day. So let's bring this back to you. Have you searched for ways to automate the things you're doing over and over again? Is there a way to delegate it or a way to make it faster, easier, and finished in less steps? And remember, these things, automation and simplification, can be done on the things you do at home as well as in your work. Now, finally, we go to the last letter in E.A.S.Y. The Y stands for yes to I'll think about it. Whenever you get asked by someone to commit your time or energy, whether it's to help out in a project or as a favor from a friend, or to attend that wedding or be a godparent in a binyag, instead of saying yes as your default answer, make it I'll think about it or let me check my calendar. Don't say yes up front, even if you really want to do it, and even if it's a great opportunity. And I know this might sound counterintuitive for some people, especially those who have achieved a certain level of success already. Because isn't it true that when you're just starting out, to get ahead, you need to keep saying yes to opportunities. You say yes to more work, you say yes to helping and contributing more. But the more success you create for yourself, it means that you've also grown in your personal abilities. And more people are going to end up requesting and demanding from you. So if you keep saying yes, you'll end up with no time. And your calendar and your planner is filled with other people's goals, requests, and demands. And you're not left with any time for yourself, time for your life's goals, and time for the people that matter most to you. So, you say yes to opportunities when you've got lots of time or when you're just starting out in life. But when your plate is full, the default answer becomes, I'll think about it. Then you evaluate and really think about it. Will this thing matter in what I'm trying to accomplish and build towards in my future? If the answer is say no, then say no. Even if it means letting other people down. Even if they were expecting you to say yes. Because it's okay to let other people down rather than letting your own dream and potential down. Chances are they'll be able to forgive you for not attending their child's birthday party. But it's so much harder to forgive yourself when you're already 70 years old, unhappy, filled with regret, that you spent your younger life with meaningless work and commitments that don't even matter. And your time and energy is literally running out already. I know that was tough to hear, but that's one good reason why we should all be conscious of the time that we have left here so we can make the most out of our time. And that's it for our episode on the easy way to create time. E stands for eliminate the non-important and non-meaningful work. A and S stand for automate and simplify the repetitive work. Then last is Y. Turn your yeses into I'll think about it. Now, go get out there and let's get the things that matter done. Hey there, J3 here, and I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered how ordinary Filipinos like you and me can achieve long-lasting wealth? Like, honestly, hindi yung pinanganak na mayaman na o hindi kailangan manalo sa loto. Well, I've thought about that question for a long time. In fact, I've been studying it for more than 10 years already. And I'm excited to share with you what I have discovered. So, there are actually just 5 rules that you need to know in order to achieve wealth. Follow these 5 rules and you will gain wealth. But if you ignore these rules, you'll end up with financial struggle and poverty. Now, I want to share with you this training and I put it in an online seminar called The 5 Rules of Wealth. And I truly believe that this training is what every Filipino should have been taught in school. Hindi naman tayo tinuruan tungkol sa pera sa school, di ba? Now, this is the reason why I've made this training for free. Just go to pinoymoneyacademy.com/5RW, sign up, and start learning. Hope to see you there.